Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Richard and welcome back to Raw Nostalgia. Welcome back to the channel. The last video that I did was a customs video, and in the customs video we went through my WrestleMania 1 project. Today's episode is going to be a little bit more straightforward. It's going to be looking at the existing Hasbro collection that I've built up over the last couple of weeks and months since I started to get everything back again. There's going to be a couple of shout outs. I'm going to start today's episode. I've been drinking a nice lager. I wanted to show you guys this one. It's Hanalei Island IPA by Kona Brewing. I definitely recommend it. It's really nice. So with the pleasantries out the way, I did a little bit of an unboxing, and I decided we'll start with the unboxing first, and then I'll go through the shout outs. So, just recently, I bought this on eBay. It's not a Hasbro figure, but it is something that you guys are probably familiar with. WWE Mattel Retro Steve Austin. I've just added him to my collection again. Had him the first time round, and he's going to join your client Brock Lesnar. You see the tattoos on the back. Mattel did an alright job of the retros in general. There's a couple that are a little bit but for the most part, if you're looking to extend your Hasbro collection, I think they are a must to have with your Hasbros. Another guy that's joining them, this guy I got a number of years ago, is this guy Sting by Official San Francisco Toy Makers Toy Company. And the good thing about this guy is, it's not a galoop, so his arms do move, but you can see he's virtually the same sort of scale as the Hasbros. So if you can get your hands on one of these, I definitely recommend having it, because then you can get like a Sting to go with your Hasbros. So the unboxing continues. These are Hasbros. I got these recently. Sid Justice and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Let me just show you Greg here. He's in really good condition. There's a couple of marks here that you can get off by using a magic eraser. His clothesline still works, that's nice. So there's just one or two battle marks, black marks where he's been hit or struck and hit the ring apron, but nothing that you can't sort out with a magic eraser, and a little bit of an alcohol wipe just to clean him up. Sid's in very good condition, hardly any marks at all on him. This arm is busted though, so his Gorilla Press Slam doesn't work. You can see that if you lift this arm up, it doesn't go with it. So like the mechanism inside is a little bit busted. But other than that, he displays nicely. You know, like he's actually got really nice paintwork. Hardly any playability with him. It just looks like his mechanism's been busted and that's it. So these guys are going to be added into the collection, and those were eBay purchases. I'm going to stick with the eBay purchases for just now and reach over here and grab these two. Now, just recently, as I've been looking and pricing everything up, I noticed that the natural disasters had gotten to a point where, on average, I was seeing that they were going up to $25 and $30 each for Earthquake, and $30 for Typhoon, making them a $60 tag team for these. And obviously, even though I don't mind paying for quality, I always like to look out for good offers and good deals. And a couple of days ago, I was just like, kind of relaxing on the couch. TV was on, I had my phone in my hand, and I was thinking to myself, oh, you know, I think I'll just have a little bit of a scoot around and see what's going on. And I go on eBay, I arrange all the listings to show newly listed WWF Hasbros, and sure enough, these two guys popped up. Earthquake and Typhoon, you can see they're in really nice condition. The lettering's still on there. There's one or two marks, but overall they're not absolutely abused like some Hasbro figures when they've been wrestled with a lot. All the arms and legs are floppy and loose and they've got tons of paint wear, but these guys are in very good condition. Now with these, they were on a buy it now, and it comes out to around $14.50, $14.75 each, which is about half price given the going rate for them, and more like old prices. So I didn't mind paying that. So it was like $28, $29 plus shipping. I think I got a very good price on those. And like I said, they're in very, very nice condition. Earthquake and Typhoon there. Give you a quick look at those. So those, again, eBay. Coming in eBay. The next one, I'm going to shout out to my friend Paul, who runs Retromania, which is a website and Facebook page which you can check out. And Retromania is based in England. Now, this transaction goes back to March and April. I bought them in March, but my parents were coming over at the end of March, so I told Paul to send the Hasbros that I got off him to my parents' address so that they could bring them over when they came to see me. And the transaction went off without a hitch. Everything was great. I always like to give my friends a shout out, and a big shout out and congratulations to Paul at Retromania, because he's actually just got his very own toy shop. He's been working really hard on it for years to try and get his own toy shop, and now he's got his own toy shop. I believe it's in Kettering. If I'm wrong about that, Paul, please do correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's where it is. You can buy from him online if you're in the UK or the US. I'm pretty sure he ships internationally as well. So the figures I got off Paul were Mr. Perfect. I got great prices and deals on these. You can message Paul and ask him what Hasbros he's got, and he'll show you the link to his Retromania Facebook page. Repo Man as well. A nice Scott Steiner there, look. A Texas Tornado. Move still works. Really nice condition. And finally, a Lex Luger as well from Series 8. So in all, I got 5 figures off Paul. All of them are in tip-top condition, and we'll go straight into the collection. We were looking good with our collection at the minute. Like I said, I got good deals on these guys. If you guys need any gaps filling in your collection, or in some cases if you're doing customs, he has figures as well that have, you know, he'll give you a good deal on figures where if they're, you know, possibly going to be used for customs. I've done that before as well. He's a great guy, real stand-up guy. I definitely recommend you check out Retromania. Now, as I said, I got Scott Steiner there. I was missing Rick Steiner. I needed Rick Steiner, and I was asking around, and I was noticing this guy, his value's just going up and up and up and up. And I got in touch with my friend Mark Cochran, who's on Hasbromania. I think his Instagram page is Gonzo Customs. You can check that out. Again, if I've got that wrong, you can correct me in the comments, Mark. But he sent me this Rick Steiner. You can see him and Scott Steiner in really nice condition. I've been making sure to try and get good examples of these guys so that when I take photos for my federation later, it's all going to look really nice. So, yeah, I mean, in addition to those, I brought in Fatu and Samu of the Head Shrinkers. I noticed that on one of them, he was wearing the wrong pants. So I can't remember whether it was Fatu wearing Samu's pants or Samu wearing Fatu's pants. They're very, very similar. But obviously the head and arm swap's different. But I had to end up buying another extra head shrinker just so that I could get the full set properly. The next ones that have just come in recently of these guys, I'm going to open them here. IRS, he's getting difficult to find now in a white shirt. So you're going to find IRS. A lot of them now are yellowing, so I was glad to get him. Another one from mid-series, Skinner, I believe is Series 5. I think Skinner Series 5. The Alligator Man, Steve Kern. Nice condition. And then this guy as well. Now, people are paying a lot of money now for this cattle prod for the Mountie. And you can see here on mine, the gold is in still nice condition. Again, really, really nice condition figure that you can see. And that's the original cattle prod with him. This one, $20 to $24, I think, for the entire figure. Which I think is a really good price because like I said, people have been paying $20 just for the cattle prod alone. And then obviously a mint condition mounted is going to fetch you quite a bit with the original cattle prod, but I managed to get him down to 24. In addition to that, I'm now going to go through the Hasbros that are actually in my collection. And I've got some great news. I've actually got, not only have I got a Hasbro ring on the way, also, I've been doing a transaction with my friend Mike, who's also in Hasbro Mania. A big shout out to Mike. And he's just informed me that he sent his package to me. And this has got lots of different wrestlers in it. All, you know, Hasbro, WWF and Retro. Shawn Michaels, Papa Shango, guys like that. So that's really going to help in terms of the deluge of Hasbros that I've got already. It's going to help. Now I'm just going to grab this real quick so that I can show you guys. Let's see if we can show you guys here. So there we go. We've got Andre. We've got Akeem. We've got Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior. We've got Hulk Hogan, Jake the Snake Roberts, $1 Million Man, Ravishing Rick Rude, Ultimate Warrior Demolition, a Series 1 there. And we're just going to put this back down again because it's kind of a little bit difficult to do it that way. So now we're going to go on to the other figures. We got Hacksaw Jim Duggan there. Still need his 2x4. Honky Tonk Man. The interesting thing about this Honky Tonk Man is I actually painted this guy himself, and he's actually made up of different Honky Tonk Man parts. So this guy started as an original head and chest. I had to get arms from a different Honky Tonk Man because his thumbs were busted, and different legs. So, and he ended up having to redo all his entire mechanism inside. That took quite a while to do, but I'm quite proud of how that one came out, and he looks really, really good. I still need the guitar accessory to go with him. And now we've got Macho King Randy Savage in tip-top condition. I've actually got, you can see his crown in there. I still need his scepter. I'll be chasing that down. Next, guys, is the Big Boss Man. That's right. He's about to dish down some Law and Order here in the WWF. Gonna have a match, I think, with the Mountie when we get the Hasbro ring. And of course, Rowdy Roddy Piper, mint condition Rowdy Roddy Piper as well. Really nice condition. Rowdy Roddy Piper, barely a scratch on him. And the other one, Coco Beware from Series 3. We showed you guys Series 1 and Series 2. Some guys from Series 3. Let's see if I've got this right. Series 3. I did show you Mr. Perfect already. British Bulldog from Series 4. Undertaker from Series 4. And then Ricky the Dragon Steamboat with his attachment. You see there, his attachment. I don't know what that is on the back of his... let's have a look at this real quick. There's like a sticker or something on the back. It was kind of bugging me. I was like, where's that from? So Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. All my figures so far are in really tip-top condition. What I can see, I've spent time going through listings, meticulously going through listings to make sure that I get tip-top condition figures with barely a scratch on them. And the challenge now is to find them. But, you know, I'm not going out and spending like $100 on one figure. I'm trying to find really good examples, but for low prices. And that's been the challenge for me of late. And move on here. The model Rick Martel in really nice condition. Barely any scratches on him. Now Jim's got a little bit of paint wear on the top of his head, but for the most part he is in nice condition, and his arm is a little bit loose. If I can find a better Jim Neidhart, I'll try and pick one up, but for now he's a solid enough temporary to stay in there. The Warlord, remember him? He was really stacked, the Warlord. Nice condition Warlord. Silver's still quite good condition as well. Virgil, the $1 Million Man's bodyguard. This is when Hasbro did him. They did him in his singles look when he escaped from the $1 Million Man. And then this is my Berserker. I should take this guy out and show you him. I made this Berserker myself because I kind of wasn't happy with the Hasbro Berserker. He's very similar, but as you can see, he's got the open hands so that he can hold his shield and hold his sword. And he does like a stabbing motion, kind of like in that match when he did with The Undertaker, where he tried to stab him. This is my Ultimate Berserker custom. I don't think I'll chase down the original Hasbro because I already have a character here that represents, you know, John Nord the Berserker. I think that's as best as I'm going to get him. I don't think there's a need for me to chase down the original. Unless I got him in like a lot or something and he was in really good condition. I'm not purposely going to go out and set about chasing. I have the Rockers. I have the Bushwhackers. You guys have seen those. If you collect WWF Hasbros, you'd have seen these guys. These are in really tip-top condition. The Rockers and the Bushwhackers, I would say, if you're going to start collecting Hasbros, they're the first ones you're going to come across quite frequently. Like, you might end up, if you're familiar with, like, collecting baseball cards or stuff like that, there's always a couple of like baseball players where you have about 6 of them and 7 of them and you just can't get rid of them in the playground when you're swapping because you just have too many. And I think with the Rockers and the Bushwhackers, when you look on eBay, there's loads of Bushwhackers and loads of Rockers. Here's a tip: if you're actually looking to customize Hasbros and you want to start out from the beginning, go for guys like the Rockers, Brutus Beefcake Series 1, Bushwhackers. You can practice on those guys because they're still available at like $4 each. Less than $5 you can get a standalone figure that you can practice on. Who else have we got in here? I think I've shown you Earthquake, I've shown you Sid Justice. I've pretty much shown you everybody in my collection, bar the head shrinkers that are way over there. But that is it for now. I don't think there's anything else left to show. I've showed you all my Hasbros in this video so far. I will update it again. We'll have another video when we get Mike's parcel in. And what I might do, I might try and combine both the Hasbro Ring Arrival and Mike's into one video. And then we can use, obviously, another episode to show you the customizing work that I've done on the original ring. That is all for now. Thank you for joining me. If you have any comments about the Hasbro wrestlers, leave in the comments what your favourite Hasbro is. That's always a fun one. What the worst Hasbro is. Please leave those in the comments and I will get to you very soon. If you'd like to connect with me directly, you can do so on the Facebook page Hasbro Mania. And I'll see you guys real soon. Thanks a lot for watching.